Alright, well, it hasn't been long since I was last on a deserted and very little maintained road. But this one, I'm on my way to another interesting spot. I'm currently walking right along Hayden Creek in northern Idaho, next to Hayden Lake, just north of Coeur d'Alene. And I'm currently heading to what is called the Shamrock Mine. And it's quite beautiful here. But this road has not seen use in a while, so I ended up having to hike it up a mile or so to the mine. And if everything goes well at the Shamrock, I might end up, oh, my callus is wet, I might end up hiking to another mine, just a few short more miles up the road. But we'll see. This road has definitely seen better days. So I'm going to continue making progress. My map said that I was a mile away roughly 20 minutes ago. Okay. I'm getting close. That green dot is where the mine is supposed to be. So we're going to see if I can make it there in one piece, because it's looking like I'll actually have to cross Hayden Creek as well. It's not high enough that that's going to be a detriment to me getting to the mine, but I'll have to be careful. But it's a very dense, almost jungly environment in here. And I'm hoping that it just all goes well. So I'll be catching up with you again in just a few minutes here. Hopefully just across from where the mine site should be. See you soon. Alright, well, I found what looks like a trail down into the woods here. So I'm following it to this small clearing just right there. And I'm going to be hoping that this is the site of the mine. So that right there looks like an old road. It's nice and flat and formerly cleared. So this should be the mine site itself then. Or at least where a couple of buildings used to be. Now, according to the information that I have, there used to be 2 to 3 buildings up here, depending on which map you look at. And damn, I keep getting spiderwebs in my face. Because this is so flat, I assume this is where they were. Another trail heading off that way. But for right now, looks like the road used to come down here. It's really hard to see, even currently not behind the camera. Difficult to see where things might have been. So I just gotta see if I can cross the creek here, because it looks like right behind those trees should be where the mine site is. At least that's where it's marked on the maps that I use to find locations like this. So I'm just kind of walking around now to see if I can find anything. Man, it's been so wet up here lately. Everything's green and grasses are tall. This area is way too flat, way too well cleared out. There's a bit of metal something over there. Not seeing anything here that would indicate waste rock or anything. This might have been a campground at one point. How those trees are positioned. That's an old tin can right there. I'm gonna walk a little further that way here in just a second. I just want to show this. Check out this tin can. So that is definitely older and been sitting there for a very long time. And then there is the creek itself. This is a very deep spot here though, so I'm not going to cross right here. Can probably cross just a bit further up here. Oh, hi there, butterfly. Check me out. I'm not a threat to you. But, yeah, we'll look up here a little further. And it did get warm. I also hiked a 1.5 miles. At a good 5-degree angle for 20 minutes or so. So, anyway, just looks like this is a normal sort of clearing here. Possibly where the stream used to run. The butterfly is really interested in the GoPro. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and cross the creek and see if we can find the Shamrock Mine. Now that I've come down into Hayden Creek here, and I'm walking along it, I see some pretty obvious bits of rock held in by chain link fence, which is interesting because not just that one there, it's also this one here, and it makes me wonder if maybe this area had been the side of a bridge at one point. I'm not yet seeing anything on the other side that would indicate that, but I want to be hopefully finding a way across here without getting too wet, because I've got to hike, depending on how wet I get, several more miles. So let's see if I can go across maybe up there. But I'll definitely catch you on the other side here in just a moment. All right, well, if this isn't a sign of human activity, I don't know what is. Looks like the fender to a car there. And then I'm seeing some piping. Old, actually no, that's a tree. It's exactly like old rubber piping. Interesting. But then this is obviously a road here. Or the remains of one. Going off into the trees there. I'm going to be trying to get across to there. And we'll see what we can kind of find. Because, not much else in the way of artifacts currently. We certainly got a lot to check out. The site's supposed to be rather large. I'll give a history detail if I find the mine. Basically a couple thousand feet of tunnel. And this might have been another crossing. Has typical signs of road, but also could just be worn away by the creek in time. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find out where exactly I am, because my phone, focus on my hand, there we go. My phone says, oh come on, that the mine is a good distance to my left here, down the creek, so we're gonna just see what I can find. Hopefully not too much further to find the good stuff, but we'll see. Literally just made my way from down there. There's a small trail that I followed, and I believe I'm on top of a waste rock pile here now. It's very flat, unusually flat for what I've been finding so far. And this is a pretty cool door. Pretty obviously says, keep out, danger. So I'd wager this used to be on the front of the mine. Oh man, I can feel a very cool breeze coming from over here. But I'm not seeing an adit. So either I'm not in quite the correct spot, or I'm not far enough down for it. That is definitely a door that says keep out, danger. And that's a former road. This makes me really wonder what I'm looking at here. So bright. So, what's even more interesting is there's a big old dip in the ground right here. almost a telltale sign of a sloughed in something, but I'm not seeing anything that could be sloughed in, so really gonna have to take a good look around here and see what's what. Oh, I just realized you can't see anything. Sloughed in stuff, and then blank hillside, and I'm not seeing much, if anything, directly in here. Oh, this looks like it might just be a garbage dump. A few paper, plastic bags right in there. I am going to keep looking around though. Door very obviously came off an adit. I don't know if it's up above or further down or what. I'm going to keep going though, because this site has me interested. Very interested. I want to try to document this, but that's the waste rock pile down there. The door is kind of visible in the middle. I'm having to climb up a deer trail up the hill because there's a small clearing on the other side of those trees that I think is the mine site. But that's the deer trail I'm following. You can't see it? Now you should be able to. That's the deer trail I'm following. It's a bit generous to call us a trail. It looks like deer have climbed up this one or two times. Some nice footholds and such along the way. So, wow, this is gonna be a bit more extreme of a day than I thought it would be. This might be only 1 or 2 mines that I visit instead of 4 or 5. We'll see. Beautiful though. Alright, I'm a short distance further up, but the deer trail has started to disappear, and I'm really having a struggle to get up this. Problem is the map that I have says another 50 feet or so up this hillside to the mine before I really find what I'm looking for. And I just hope I find something, because this is a very rough climb up, and I'm probably at like a 55-degree angle right here. This is going to be difficult to get back down, to say the least. But damn it if I'm not enjoying all this. So hopefully pretty soon there'll be a nice adit at my elevation or thereabouts that I can explore, and we'll hopefully have something to show me. I hope. Anyway, because holy cow, this is a bit of a climb. I'll catch up with you soon, whether I do find something or not. Alright, I wanted to stop swinging around the big camera at this point, because this is getting painful and steep. That's about a 55-degree angle. That's about as flat as I can get things. That's about the level as I can make it. But this madness just keeps continuing. I keep seeing hoof prints, and then I see stuff like there's a small clearing up there, that little dark patch in the middle of the screen. So I keep thinking I'm gonna find something, because these trees have been cut down. A couple of these have. It looks like there might be a road up there. It certainly looks flatter than it is right here. I'm going to continue on that way. Here. I'm just talking at you. So, I have found, at the site here anyway, very minimal evidence that this mine was here. I believe there were some buildings down below, because that's what topographic maps and the older maps point out in there. I'm just not seeing any signs like trim towers or roads or anything else that indicated like a way to get up to the adit. I'm pretty much directly above where I was, but Okay, that looks like a prospect pit right there. I don't know if it comes across on camera. Looks like it might have been either a prospect pit or a spot where they were looking for something. I'm gonna pull my phone back out. So, I'm right on elevation for the mine. I'm gonna switch to the topo map. I'm like right where the adit should be. So, I'm gonna keep investigating, sure, but at this point I don't know what I'm gonna find. Because it's like a rainforest back here right now. Everything's lush and green, moss everywhere, and it's really hard to find your way around. So, I'm gonna see if I can stop climbing here. I do want to see if there is a clearing up there, because it looks like there is. At this point, get off me, bug. At this point, I'm getting close to my limit. Just because I've literally climbed a 50 or so degree angle up at 100 feet at this point. At least 100 feet. So it's just really getting to me. This looks like a clearing. There's barely any trees coming up. Can't quite tell on the GoPro because of how GoPro exposes for light. There's barely any trees here though. Promising. As long as I don't fall into something here. Oh my god. Some of the thickest brush I've honestly had the displeasure of walking through. It doesn't look like a cut board. No, it's a rock. Got lots of quartz in it though. Quartz and possible streamers and stuff. I don't know. At this point, I'm gonna investigate a little further. If I don't find anything, then I'm gonna head back down because I've got at least one more possible spot to check out. Holy cow, that's some mineralization on there. Don't quite know if you can see it. I'm literally dripping with sweat right now. All right. So hopefully I'll catch you again in just a minute to see what's going on. All right. Well, I've had another look at the maps, and I ended up above where the adit was marked on the topographic maps. So heading down the hill, this very steep angle. I'm finding lots of rocks with iron staining and small, and I mean small, strings of quartz going through them. So I'm just hoping here that I find something soon. It might be time to turn back. I don't know. Sometimes you just don't find what you're looking for. Mine exploring, and others you find the mother lode. That door. Holy cow! That tree is rotted. That door that was down the hill was definitely on the entrance to the mine at some point. But at this point, I'm just not sure. Holy cow, this is rough. I'm not sure where the mine had been, as I'm just finding nothing but possible tiny little prospect pits, or maybe even bits where tree stumps used to be. They're very easy to confuse out here, with it being this lush. I'm just walking through fallen, rotted trees right now. Just according to the USGS topographic map. The adit should be right about here. But I think you can see just as well as I can. But there's virtually nothing here. Not seeing any signs of waste rock piles. I'm not seeing any signs of really anything human. I'm seeing a bunch of small deer and moose tracks, and that's about it. Might be something right there where there's some trees standing taller than the rest, and mosquitoes are starting to hit me. Nice. So, just gonna bring you down here with me as I very slowly and gingerly look where the fuck I'm going. That hurt. Thankfully I wasn't stabbed with anything, but it stretched me out. That hurt. Ow. Yeah, I'm just losing interest in the rest of what might be here. That was some moss that I slipped on. That hurt. That's a mosquito in my ear. Alright, I've got to get away from here. Yeah, there's nothing here. Damn. I don't think the Shamrock Mine still exists in any way, shape, or form. Pretty much directly above where I had been at this point, so I'm gonna be trying to get around all this nature, and there's an opening here in the trees. We'll see what I can find up here. I'm gonna turn the camera off for now in case I slip again, because that was embarrassing. We'll hopefully see you in just a few more minutes. Alright, so I'm directly above the site where that danger do not enter sign is, or danger do not enter door is. That used to be on the adit, and I'm in a very sort of collapsed spot here where a bunch of trees have fallen in. It's very hard to tell on the camera, but it is definitely sloughed in here. It's a very rough climb and walk, but I think this is probably the adit site. So it's very safe to say either the adit is very far off of where the USGS has it listed, or it's right here and collapsed, or directly beneath me and collapsed. Yeah, either way, the mine is definitely gone here, and it is a very nice day out currently, so I should be able to see just something if there was anything here, but I'm not seeing anything at all, so I'm going to consider this one collapsed and closed and or just gone. And hopefully we'll find another mine today. I'm not sure how far else I'm going to be going, because, oh my god, I am tired now. Very tired. A lot of climbing, a lot of hiking, a lot of getting through stuff like that. So I'm hoping the other mine or two that I wanted to check out today either open or closer to the road. We'll see. Hopefully we'll catch you guys again soon. And if not, we'll see you later. Alright, well, lesson number 1. Ignore the topographic maps, because that's the adit right there. I came sliding down a big old pile of trees right up there and just found my way right in here. That's where the adit used to be. It is absolutely just crushed by trees and filled with rocks from any and all sides, so it's no longer open, but that is the Shamrock adit right there. If you had enough people, like 3 or 4 people, and enough effort, you could probably get it open and get into it. It doesn't look like it's caved in or anything. It looks like it's just been sloughed in from the sides. So it is right there. And for reference, you might be able to see it through the trees there. That is the door that says "Danger, do not enter." So this is absolutely the entrance, and I literally would have had to walk 25 feet from that door to figure that out, instead of climbing like literally 200 feet up the mountain, then all the way 200 feet back down. Okay, this one wore me out. The Shamrock Mine is closed, but it's still pretty cool to see it. So I'm gonna get back out here across the water, back over to the road that I was walking up earlier, and we'll see what I can find along the rest of the road. I'm not gonna make it all the way to the Bradbury mine at this point. I'm just worn out. But there's another mine. Oh, that's another slip. Ah, it hurts. There's another mine about another 1/3 of a mile to a 1/2 a mile up the road. That, I don't know whether it's collapsed or not, but it's right along the road and the power lines. And then there's another adit, probably another mile after that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what things are like, but for now, Shamrock Mine is definitely done. There's nothing left of the mine itself, and just have to hope that there's some cool stuff left behind at the other ones. If anyone else is in the area and would like to check out the Shamrock Mine, I'll post some coordinates to this one in the video description, because this is a cool site still. There are a bunch of no camping signs on the road up saying no camping on Hayden Creek and such, but I imagine it wouldn't be a bad day trip to come out here and check this out, because at least the door's cool and seeing the mine site's cool. Not a lot of mineralization left. I'm finding literally just iron staining in the rocks around, but it's a cool site. I'm very glad I stopped by. Alright, last time I'm going to jump back in, but wanted to share something cool I found. The mine is just up that little slope right there. Coming down the road here, I have found a miner's camp with remains of some tarps and tents, and remains of what is obviously a fire pit. And then all sorts of bags. Most of the ones like this one here saying pea pellets, maybe for horses and such. But yeah, majority of their stuff is gone. But so the tenting and a ladder and iron chair remains. And then I did see again, over here there's another tent. So, I don't know how big this site is. Just kind of checking this one out brand new, because I didn't see this one. It's all pretty new, the tarps and stuff. Obviously no one's been here in some time. A tradition of quality. But yeah, this is the former campsite around the mine here. A little creeped out now, so I'm going to go ahead and just head on my way. And we'll take off from here. This should be it for the Shamrock Mine. See you guys later.